say the thing you're not supposed to say.
Let's talk about marriage.
They have like a 2-second rebound rate and you're back doing the next pain in the ass thing.
Parenting. Oh my gosh.
They have sucked the pretty right out of me. They treat me like it, and I do their laundry. Lucky me.
Sex.
I'm caught between two evils. I generally like to take the one I never tried.
Scary stuff like ghosts. I know it's totally out of left field, but just go with me on this.
Boo, you whore.
Love.
I give you what you need. That's all. I'm talking about taking care of each other the best you can. What's wrong with taking care of a woman? She takes care of you.
Friendships.
We get our necklace says best friends forever.
Sure you wanted to say forever? I don't think you guys will be best friends forever, no offense, but sometimes you grow apart. And maybe she'll find a new best friend. They end up doing everything together.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of Still Awkward with Sadie. Thank you for how you found it. Just let me go on this one. Thank you.
From now on, just write them out. Just write them, please.
I just need
because I'm in the room with you and I've been married to you for like 17 years and it's still painful sometimes to watch you just try.
I'd like to thank everybody across the world tonight who are tuning in. I really do need help in this department. Yeah. I really do need help. Hey, but do you know what you need help in? I'm just going to give you a heads up.
Nothing. I'm perfect.
Yeah, right. I'm going to need you to speak into the microphone at all times because this is what you do. Yeah. And then you turn your head and you keep talking.
That's dramatic effect. Let me teach you a little something about radio business here.
Oh, thank you so much. If somebody could, that would be great. Thank you, everybody, for listening to today's episode. If you wouldn't mind putting it on automatic download, and you know why? Because then if you're ever without the internet and you're scared and maybe it's like an end of the world situation, you want to hear my voice talking about listening to the sounds of the night.
Sounds of the night.
Anyway, back to the point. If you automatically download it, then even if the world is ending, I'll be with you. We'll be together. Wow, I really do need to.
Yep. It's getting better.
I need to start writing out the intros. Anyway, thanks for listening. I heard something today that really bummed me out.
I don't know why you're bummed out because it has officially switched over to your favorite month of the year.
I know. First of all, I'm very excited about that. It is October. Everybody, it's October. I did my decorating for Halloween and every year I do this where I take, this is so douchey as I'm saying it, but I like to take pictures of my Halloween decorations and then make some sort of an album to music and put it on social media. So if you follow me,
you get to see it.
You will get to see this year's 2025 Halloween extravaganza at our house. It's kind of lame, but at the same time, it's okay. It's kind of my thing too. So I'm just going to stand on it, say that shit with my chest.
Stand on business.
I'm standing on business when it comes to Halloween. Anyway, October 1st, I feel like the summer really dragged on.
I feel like drag on forever is what I would.
Well, but I'm saying like it felt like it was a really long summer and then September was just gone.
Yeah.
It was like, what? Where did September go? Which,
Sure.
I don't know what that gets us.
All right. There, Green Day. Can we move on?
But what I'm going to tell you, what I said made me sad is the fact that I feel like it's already getting a little dirty with this whole Nicole Kidman, Keith Urban situation.
Update me. I have no idea what's going on.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to play some clips throughout this conversation so you can kind of hear other people are talking about this. It ain't just me.
In breaking news, Nicole Kidman has reportedly filed for divorce from Keith Urban. The news comes one day after it broke that the high-profile couple had separated after 19 years of marriage. Kidman reportedly filed for divorce in Nashville, where the couple has lived since 2007. They married in 2006 and shared two daughters, aged 17 and 14.
Well, how other people?
Yeah.
Some people are saying.
That's my favorite quote. According to sources. But seriously, according to sources,
Jesus.
You know what? Here's what I've heard. I've heard that he was always just kind of in her shadow. I mean, this is Nicole Kidman, one of the biggest stars in the entire world. And I love Keith Urban, but I also enjoy country music. And I think if you don't follow country music, maybe you wouldn't be as aware of Keith Urban. Am I wrong on that? Do people who don't listen to country know who Keith Urban is?
Maybe some, but probably because of her. But also, don't get me wrong. I love Nicole Kidman. Biggest stars in the world. Wasn't that like over a decade
that
or two
she was
ago?
a big star. I think she's an even bigger star now.
How?
I do. Well, she does a lot of stuff on Hulu, and I got to tell you, she does some damn quality work. Holy cow. She does good stuff. And I think more people are seeing her stuff. It's just a different time. It's a different way that they're ingesting it. Do you know what I mean?
Ingesting?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
That's how I'm going to put it.
Sure.
But here's what I've heard. I've heard he was very sensitive to the fact that,
which I could totally see that.
Yeah.
Because we have a personal story about this.
We do?
About Keith Urban being sensitive.
Why?
Do you remember when we met him? Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And there was the curtains and you couldn't take photos of him.
It was weird.
And then you could not take personal photos. You would get a photo sent to you that was touched up.
That was touched up. I got to tell you, I don't know why I like him, because all signs point to what is this situation? This is bullshit.
Yeah.
But I look at Keith Urban and I have such a soft spot. I will tell you what Ryan is talking about is he was in this tiny little, think of like a telephone booth, but it's not made of glass. It's made of curtains, like a square. And he was standing
bigger than telephone booth.
Well, 2 telephone booths. It was not very big.
Yeah.
But you had to peek around and you had to come around the curtain. And
So
that's
when
how
you met him, and then you couldn't take personal photos because those could not be out. It was his photographer, which again, that happens a lot in these kind of events. But what was crazier is it had to go through a system and then he was touched up.
Yeah, he was touched up. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It's the best. Could you imagine getting to that weird place in life where you are so popular that you're like, I have to hide behind a curtain so people don't gaze upon me? Do you know what I'm talking about? Which we kind of had that happen with Luke Bryan. Remember, we were backstage. I was just standing there because I was bringing him on the stage. So I'm standing here, Ryan's standing with me. And then I would say probably like, I don't know, 30 feet. How many foot long sandwiches is that?
I don't know. Dear God, stop. I'm trying to remember the story. What are you talking about?
Remember, he was kind of like stretching his jeans and like doing all these and his manager or whoever turned to us and was like, don't look over here. Don't look. And I'm like, what world are you living in, Martian, where you could tell people where to look? And also, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm not watching him. I was staring off.
Let's just say, imagine that you put on a brand new pair of jeans that are 3 sizes too small.
And you know it.
How would you work yourself into those jeans and stretch those jeans and stretch your hammies out in them while also maybe doing a little dancing?
Yeah, it was weird. He was also dancing.
That's what he was doing. And you and I both were like, look at that. Look at Luke.
It was 0%.
And his manager was like, you can't look over there.
Yeah, I mean, like it was 0%. Oh my God, we're fangirling. We were literally watching and kind of laughing because I'm like, what is he doing over there? You know, and then we got in trouble and I'm like, what? Such a weird world. So we got
that being said.
Yes.
Still really likable.
Still really likable.
He was trying to do something in those jeans I do not know or never done, but he's still really likable.
I can honestly say in 17 years of being together, you have never seen me put on yoga pants. Because it is a hell of a lot.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Are you doing a Luke Bryan dance when you're putting on yoga pants?
Oh my God. I'm sad Luke Bryan didn't have a bed to lay on. Because you got to lay on a bed and you got to pull
I've never seen you put on yoga pants.
Well, that's
purposely go
by design.
So we have separate closets. Do you purposely go in your closet and close the door when you put on yoga pants?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Really? Oh yeah. It's not a beautiful picture. I don't care how fit you are, which I'm not fit. But I don't care how fit you are. It is a fugly process. You're hiking them up and you're Oh, and you're sucking it in and it's just, how did we get here? How did I get here?
I will say that after 17 years together, that there are a lot more things that I think we probably should be okay with doing that you're just not.
Absolutely.
And I think that I'm probably more okay with a lot of the stuff, but you have just this barrier of no one's ever going to see, hear, or do these things.
Well, other than yoga pants, what are you talking about?
Farting.
I will never want that around. I don't. You know what? When couples are like, I love it when he does that or she does that. I'm like, what? You animals. Where's the romance in that? Because you farted in the car the other day. And I said, did you fart? And you go, I'm sorry. And I said, we are not there yet in this relationship. And you know what? Frankly, after almost 20 years, I don't know if we're ever going to be. If we haven't gotten there now,
I know, but I'm
just
saying
never
it's a you
going
thing.
to be.
It's a you thing. And it's not like I'm like, hey, I just had a double cheese. Watch this.
Oh,
right. It's
don't
like,
even joke like
something
that.
Snuck out. Oh, sorry about that. That's my bad. And you're like looking at me like I misspelled something on a third grade test.
What a weirdo.
Yeah.
It was a lot like that. There are a lot of things, like my parents, my mom will go to the bathroom and leave the door open and my dad will just walk right by and she's sitting on the toilet.
You lock when you go to the bathroom. There are 2 locked doors. There's the one
yeah, you got to get through a couple barriers.
What is that? It's a water closet. I don't know what.
Yeah, it's the water closet.
Okay, where the toilet actually is.
Yeah,
that door's locked.
Mm-hmm.
Then the door to get into our bathroom is also locked.
It is. Yeah, it is.
You don't want anyone in a.
And Ryan always goes, why do you lock me out of the bathroom when you have this door that you, and I said, listen, because I know you. And the minute I sit down, I'll hear you walking by into your closet, then walking back, then walking by, then turning water on. And I'll be like, of all the times you could be doing this, must it be these 60 seconds? Because I don't mess around. I'm not one of those people that sits forever. I don't do that. I get in and I get out. And it's like of those 60 seconds, you just know to gravitate towards the bathroom and just hang there.
I think that's in your head.
I don't know, Ryan. It's happened twice. So
in 17 years. And now you're just like, that's what you do.
I can't deal with this anymore. That's just something you got to stop doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so listen, we keep getting off track here, but.
Oh, yeah. So Keith Urban.
Nicole
Kidman.
So sources say.
Oh, yeah.
that. I actually read a quote and it was from a source, which that could be completely made up and odds are it is completely made up, but
let's spread it anyways.
The source said that Nicole, this was a friend of Nicole Kidman. And she said, when he would pull out a guitar at parties, we all just smiled because we love Nick, which is what I guess friends of Nicole Kidman call her. I just call her NK.
Pulling a guitar out at parties has to be something where you're like pushed to do it.
Well, that's not true. I've been to many backyard BBQs where somebody just whips out a guitar and they're like, mind?
If you can play guitar and you're at a party.
Yes.
Or any social event.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the only appropriate time to pull it out is when you are pushed to do it.
I swear to God, I'm going to isolate that one sentence. The only time to take it out is when you're pushed into a situation.
You really do have full editing control. And it's disgusting. What I'm saying is the only appropriate time to pull it out is when you are pushed to do it.
Oh, shit.
Because I have heard that you put some sounders in.
Sometimes I do. Yeah. Anyway, so I heard that. So it's getting a little bit dirty. And then I heard that.
That's not dirty.
That is dirty. If you're saying like we all just pretended to like his music because we are friends with her. I mean.
Yeah, but you could say that about, I'm sure that you have friends that are like, oh, we tolerate Ryan. And I'm sure that I have friends that are like, oh, we tolerate Sadie. Like,
you do.
Dear God, you don't need a beep for that one. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always hard to find
people who like both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about this before.
That's what I'm saying.
Rare.
So it's not dirty.
I feel like it's a little bit uncool. I read that and I was like, damn. I also listened to listened and watched this TikTok video, and this guy interviewed Keith Urban, and he backs up what my thoughts are. He was probably intimidated by his wife. Listen to this.
I interviewed Keith Urban about a year ago. For those who don't know, he's just split from Nicole Kidman. And when we spoke, it was very clear that the poor guy was totally sick of being asked about his much more famous wife. Up until then, he was charm personified, happily talking about music, his friendship with Taylor Swift, who supported him early in her career. But there was this one topic that raised a shield, and that was Nicole. She famously staged an intervention that saved his life from alcoholism just 4 months after their wedding, as he said in a song, "Thank You." When I brought up that intervention, he looked me in the eye and he snapped, "I just don't want to give you guys a headline about my wife," he said. He never lost his cool, but there was a deep sensitivity underneath that brush off. He knew the drill. He talks about his career. I talk about his global star wife. You know, that was the deal. It was transactional.
So what do you think about that? I mean, I know your whole source situation is, you're pretty heavy on the source material, but what are your thoughts on that? You could see that that could be a thing. I mean,
I could see that could be a thing. Can I say what I think it also might boil a little bit down to?
What?
He's shorter than her.
Everyone's shorter than her. She's like 6 feet.
No, she's not. But he's shorter than her.
He is. But I always thought he like accepted that and was cool with it, because we've all heard, or maybe if you don't have a life like me, I've heard that Nicole Kidman could never wear high heels when she was with Tom Cruise because he was so short and he was insecure about it. So obviously Keith Urban is shorter than Nicole Kidman, but I never thought that was a thing, because it always seemed like he was so proud of her, you know, like she could wear high heels and he was cool with being short. And that in turn made him even cooler.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wow, look at him. He's all short and he doesn't even care that she's tall. And I really respect that.
Yeah, which I do too. But I'm saying deep down,
do you think he's got
insecurity?
Yeah, maybe.
Of his wife being taller.
Yeah, but then that sucks for her. She's going to have to marry a basketball player.
She's not like 6'12". She's 5'11".
She's going to have to marry a globetrotter if she wants to be eye to eye with somebody.
She's 5'11".
Well, I don't know. It just made me sad. I'm hearing a lot of things coming out. And you know what happens is...
Okay.
No, listen. You know what happens is...
What happens?
A celebrity's team will then take over to try to turn the story in a certain way. And I see that coming from Nicole Kidman's side. Does that make sense? Okay.
That makes sense, but I don't know. Side topic on this.
Got it.
Who's the shortest person you ever dated? How tall were they? How tall are you?
That I ever dated? I'm 5'6".
What's the shortest person you ever dated?
I'm going to be honest. 4 feet.
And were you in second grade?
No, but I like the look on your face. Like, what did this happen? No. I can honestly say I've never dated anyone shorter than me.
Right. But what's the shortest?
Well, actually, I did go on a couple dates with this guy, and he was eye to eye with me. He was eye to eye. And for that, I was kind of like,
how'd that feel?
Yeah. I mean, it felt like, I don't know. I mean, I like.
Did you think about it?
Probably. It was so long ago, I can't really remember. But if I think about it now, I'm sure I thought about it back then.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was my height. I like the idea of a big man, a big burly man who is big and strong. I think that's just like a female instinctual thing. But then, you know, there are some chicks that love short dudes. So I don't know what I'm talking about. But that's just my preference.
No, that's why I asked.
I like a big guy, very meaty, could lift me up and throw me in a swimming pool.
Which I've done.
Yeah. No, you haven't. I'd kill you. The next thing that I want to talk about is I'm so excited about this Tan Mom documentary. Now,
I'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
The thing about Tan Mom is her real name is Patricia Krenchel. Now, maybe you don't even remember Tan Mom. It was a golden time in our history. This woman, Patricia Krenchel, went into a tanning salon, into the tanning booth with her 8-year-old child and tanned her chapped ass. And she claims the next day they were outside a lot, so her daughter got sunburned. But they called the cops on her the next time that she came into the salon with her kid. I mean, like, damn. But can I tell you something? I'm just going to break in here with some truth. I used to work at a tanning salon, and it was not rare for people to bring their kids. There's literally a chair inside of the booth, just the one I worked at. I don't know. So I wasn't like ever, I'm going to call the cops on you. Maybe that's a negative on me, but I think that there was an overreaction, but then you see a picture of Tan Mom. Oh my God, I'm going to post one on the social media pages. So be sure to follow all of them because I will post on all of them a picture of Tan Mom just to jog your memory. Because maybe, you've lived a full life and you don't remember this shit like I do, but it's amazing. So there's a documentary coming out. And I have to say, the Vice channel puts out some damn good documentaries. Ryan, have you ever watched a documentary on the Vice channel? Like Miami Vice?
Wasn't Vice like an investigative show?
No, Vice is like a dude channel. It's a dude channel. And so,
are you sure about that? Are you sure it wasn't like an investigative?
I think that's ID, Investigative Discovery.
No.
Maybe I'm wrong. I always looked at Vice like branded as a dude thing. Anyway, there is a Patricia Crenshaw Tan Mom backstory. It's called The Origin Story of Tan Mom, and it's available right now if you would like to watch it. Run, people, don't walk. You got to run and watch this show because, you feel kind of bad for her. Here, I'm going to play a clip of the documentary.
I grew up in Long Island. My parents were very strict parents. It had to be perfect. So judgmental. It was a very stressful, strict household. So I rebelled into my teens and then into college and being wild. But who wouldn't?
So in a way, it kind of makes you sad because she had a really rough upbringing. It sounds like her dad was pretty rough. Sounds like her dad was also like into laying in the sun all the time, which is kind of crazy.
My father, he would lay out in the sun with baby oil. You remember the albums back in the day? He'd open them up, put aluminum foil, and lay out in the sun like that. But after that, watching my father, you watch an adult, you're going to end up like your parent.
And so she saw it, and that's what she did. So you kind of feel bad for her.
I have this issue where when you really boil it down like Tan Mom, you go back, there's something hurt there. There's something horror there. Something happened that turned them into this way. And I struggle with this because I kind of see people like that all the time. Like, oh, they're complete pieces of what? And I'm like, oh, something happened to them. Something like way back when something
bad happened.
Someone wasn't great to them. Someone didn't show up to their birthday parties. Something didn't go well for them. And now they're like this. And then I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. But there's personal responsibility somewhere along the way. And I struggle with that when I see like a just complete.
Like see Tan Mom?
No, not Tan Mom, but like a complete, like an asshole.
Well,
right?
Tan Mom's not an asshole, right? She's just a woman that's had a bad run of luck and discovered tanning.
Fine. But when I think of assholes, that's what I think of. This is like, you're like this because of something. And then I go, wait a second. But you could have got out of that. It's not your fault, but it's your responsibility to get out of it.
And I'm going to preface you saying this by saying that you can say that, I feel like, because you had a really rough upbringing. And so I feel like you can say that because a minute ago you were like, these pieces of shit just because you have a bad upbringing. And and if someone's listening and they don't know you had a really bad upbringing, they may be like, oh, life's great for you, but maybe for us, it's not so great. So, I feel like you get a free pass.
Okay. But that's my point there is like, maybe I do think, oh yeah, there's personal responsibility that sometimes takes over for you. You know what I mean? Like you don't let that stuff affect you or impact you to make you grow up to be an asshole. But I'm torn on that. I don't know how to fix. I don't know what to think about that. What do you think about that?
I think everybody processes things differently. It always amazes me when I hear of, you hear about a wife beater.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, my dad beat my mom and I saw it all the time. And then you hear about somebody who is like, I would never do that because of how bad it was.
Sure.
So what makes one person go left and one person go right? I don't know. I think it's just different experiences and how people process things differently. Tan Mom just got started tanning and she just couldn't even stop doing it. I mean, she got to the point where it looked like she was doing blackface. Again, I'll post the pictures.
But that's a good point, right? So like, let's take an alcoholic. You had an alcoholic parent.
Okay.
Right. One person's like, well, that's just the way it goes. It's in my genes. I'm going to go. And one person grows up and goes, I saw that and don't want to ever have
Yeah,
that
that's
happen.
what I'm saying.
I know, but that's the same experience. You know what I mean? I wonder
No, I get it.
why that happens.
Yeah, but think about it. If you have siblings,
Yeah.
it's weird to think all of your siblings have different versions in their mind of how your childhood was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So like
I
your
mean,
experience
Not
is
really, but
no, but your experience as the oldest is different than the youngest experience.
sure.
You know, so I'm just saying it's different for everybody. And
Yeah.
you can't really know how to process it. Do I think this woman wanted to become Tan Mom and have everyone call her Tan Mom? And no, I don't think that she wanted that at all. But I think that
Is Tan Mom, sorry to jump on that. Is Tan Mom a Howard Stern thing? Is that where she became
she
famous?
started coming on to Howard Stern. But I had heard of Tan Mom. But again, originally when I heard the story, I thought, damn, all right, well, I guess that's bad. I let people go in with their kid. The kid didn't get in the tanning bed, but sat there while mom was getting all tan. And I never really thought about it. So I remember thinking like, oh, well, that's kind of uncool. Like it's not that big of a deal. And then I saw her and I thought, uh-oh, there's a problem.
Sorry to ask too many questions on this, but tanning, I'm out of the tanning world.
Keep
and
going,
have
keep
been
going.
For my entire life. Are tanning beds like, is it going to come out like they're cigarettes? Like they're just
Oh,
awful for
no,
you?
it's already come out.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, are they like banned now? Or are they?
No,
or is
they're
still
not
a thing?
banned. No.
So they're still a thing, but
Yeah.
it's bad for you. Like very, very,
horrible
very, very bad.
Oh, it's shitty shit for you.
Is it?
And I did it when I was young. I did it like I worked there. So I'd close down and then I'd tan before I left. Like what am I even thinking? Now I got all these dams, crow's feet and stuff, but I don't know. It is what it is. Everybody knows tanning is just horrifically bad for your
So
skin.
is tanning beds, those are much worse than just going and tanning outside?
Yes, they're the intensity. One time I got in this super powerful tanning bed.
Yeah.
A normal tan would last about 20 minutes. Okay. So you lay there for about 20 minutes. This was a super powered one that took 10 minutes. And I'm like, I could take it. I'll just bite on a piece of wood
For 10 minutes?
for 10 minutes. I made it 5 maybe. And
Before it
I
hurt?
like rolled out drenched in sweat. It was insanity. I got so sick because it was so it's like being on the sun. That's how bad you want to tan, I guess. Now I look at it and I'm like, oh no, that was dumb. I wear a hat to the swimming pool, but you know the damage has been done. Have you ever seen your face under one of those special lights that the dermatologist uses?
Nope. Oddly enough, I haven't.
It is freaky.
What is it supposed to show?
It shows all the sunspots and what your skin really looks like. And I'm going to tell you, we are all monsters.
Oh.
It's really trippy. So yeah, I'm excited to watch that
Tan Mom,
documentary.
hey.
I know, back to Tan Mom. That's where it all started. I'm excited to watch that documentary. Ooh, another thing that I heard about the Keith Urban, Nicole Kidman
Yeah.
is that he obviously has moved to Nashville. We know that. But I hear there's another woman already, another lady in the mix. I don't know if that's true. That's what my sources tell me. TikTok.
All right. If we were to bet.
Does
We
he
don't
have
know
a
these
new chick?
people and who knows?
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
Keith would have a girl before Nicole would have a guy.
Well, I mean, sources say he already has a girl.
That's
so
what I'm saying. If you had to bet.
I think guys move on quicker than women. I just do. Guys move on quicker than girls do. It just is what it is. They need to feel taken care of. To where women are like cats, where we're like, we'll empty our own litter box. We're good. To where men like that feeling of being taken care of. And so if they lose it, they try to find it quickly again.
That's your theory on that?
That's totally my theory.
Where did you get that, Dr. Ruth?
My dad, most likely. The same man who said, you become a widow and get remarried. Who do you meet when you die and go to heaven? And that made me question religion in general.
It's the same man that drinks. What does he drink? What drops does he put in his water?
Hydrogen peroxide.
He puts hydrogen peroxide in his water.
Yeah, but you know what? He's thriving.
Okay.
He puts it in his ears. He puts it on his skin. My dad is like super convinced, and he's probably onto something, that hydrogen peroxide will cure your ails. And it's really funny But he also truly, truly believes it. And shit, he may be right. I don't know. Who am I? I'm not a doctor. Thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode of Still Awkward with Sadie. Again, follow on social media, follow on YouTube where there are complete episodes. And again, on the social media, to go back to that, you're going to get bonus content. You're going to get little bite-sized clips of the shows, and you're also going to get just overall engagement stuff. Like I posted about the Keith Urban, Nicole Kidman thing. Like, holy cow, are you shocked about that? So let us know what you think. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much to Wilbur's Total Beverage for being such an amazing, amazing sponsor. They are locally owned and operated. They are family owned and operated. And let me tell you, that makes a big difference in my eyes, because frankly, you're going to see them maybe out and about at the grocery store. And that's a big deal. They want to make sure that they treat their customers the best, with the utmost respect. They want to offer them the best products in the cleanest environment. I'm sorry, cleanliness is a big ass deal to me. And Wilbur's Total Beverage is so clean. I'm blown away. I could eat off the floor. I wouldn't, but maybe I would. Thank you so much to them, and be sure to follow them on social media, especially, damn, their Instagram page. It's blowing up with all these good deals and different items of the week that they're highlighting and so much more. They're wonderful sponsors for the show, and we are so grateful to them as well as Garage Door Service and Sales and Christiana Salon Spa. We're a little dysfunctional family here at the podcast. Thanks for listening, and thanks for being a part of the dysfunctional family. And we'll talk again tomorrow.
What I'm saying is the only appropriate time to pull it out is when you are pushed to do it.